And so it's like, this is the clearest, like, fixed fight you're ever going to see. Look at this. That looks so fake.
What just happened?
He hit him with the left.
I know.
But watch it again. Let's watch it again. Look at this guy holding his hands up and watch. Watch this. He like literally shows him his chin.
And just goes like,
and he goes down. It's also nuts, right? Just the fact that he's willing to fight the two-time heavyweight champion, former Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
A guy who's gigantic in his pride, built like a Greek god.
Yeah.
And you're going to stand, and he's a one-punch killer. And you're going to stand in front of that guy. And he avoided shots till the 6th round. He just started getting tired.
When you're on a platform like Netflix that turns one-part episodes into a 6-part series, why would you think that part of their entertainment model is to have a 30-second fight?
The internet is going crazy right now after a shocking claim was made on the latest Joe Rogan podcast. This is about the Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight. If what is being said is true, it could completely change how people see this matchup. According to comments now spreading everywhere online, Anthony Joshua allegedly revealed that Jake Paul tried to bribe him before the fight. Even more shocking, the request that came with it surprised everyone. This conversation is said to have happened behind the scenes, and it has made fans question the credibility of influencer boxing as a whole. Once again, Joshua's comments have brought back old accusations that some of Jake Paul's biggest fights may be more like planned business deals than real competition. This has left the combat sports world asking an uncomfortable question. Many don't want to say out loud, was any of it ever truly real? Or are we just watching expensive entertainment disguised as sport?
There is a lot of things, 100%. In the fight game, you've seen the amazing fighters that have graced us over the last 100 years, and the expectations that we put on ourselves are immense, but I tried my best. Jake done well while it lasted, but if you remember what I said in the interview with Cameron is, fighting's not just physical, it's psychological. And when you understand the psychological warfare, I did say to you that, Jake, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna see a time when I'm gonna take your soul and you're either gonna give up or you're gonna get knocked out. And unless you have that instinct, you just will never be a good fighter. So I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start. But as we saw tonight.
Joe Rogan is known for speaking his mind, and he didn't hold back here either. While he avoided making direct accusations that could cause legal trouble, he repeatedly questioned how real this fight actually was. Rogan pointed out the massive difference in experience, power, and ring intelligence between Anthony Joshua, a former heavyweight champion, and Jake Paul, who is still new to professional boxing. He suggested that if Joshua had entered the ring with the goal of ending the fight as fast as possible, it likely would have been over in just 1 or 2 rounds. Rogan also explained how modern combat sports are now heavily influenced by entertainment platforms and huge paychecks. In many cases, stretching a fight for drama and excitement can be more profitable than ending it quickly with a knockout. According to Rogan, the business side of the sport has changed everything.
But the thing is, he knocked Nate Robinson
He knocked him
dead.
the fuck out.
And it's the way he did it that I was trying to tell people. I'm like, no. That was skillful. So like there's like boxing matches where you see 2 guys just slugging it out. One guy lands a punch and yeah, he landed a good punch. What Jake did is he slid back and landed a punch.
Yeah.
It's like the athleticism along with the intelligence, the technique. I'm like, he's not even doing it that long. And he's also hyper competitive, even though he's wealthy.
Yeah.
You know, like you would assume that wealth would take away your drive for
But
competition.
It hasn't, yeah.
He's also nuts, right? Just the fact that he's willing to fight the 2-time heavyweight champion, former Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
A guy who's gigantic in his pride, built like a Greek god.
Yeah.
And you're going to stand, and he's a one-punch killer. And you're going to stand in front of that guy, and he avoided shots.
Simon Jordan added even more controversy by saying what many people were already thinking, but were afraid to say. He claimed that Anthony Joshua could have knocked out Jake Paul at almost any moment during the fight, but chose not to do so. Jordan argued that the fight needed to last longer to meet Netflix's expectations and business goals, rather than traditional boxing standards. He said Joshua's power, experience, and timing were far beyond Paul's level, and an early knockout would have ruined the spectacle and hurt streaming numbers. Instead, the fight needed drama, tension, and multiple rounds to justify Netflix's massive investment and global audience, although Jordan provided no hard proof.
Twitter after the fight, jaw broken, heart and balls intact. That's a good thing.
Time to rest, recover, and return to cruiserweight. I mean, he's coming out of it as if, well, yeah, I got battered in the end, but boy.
That's what he will do. I mean, it depends what you think this was. I mean, I never felt it was anything other than entertainment. I'm not surprised that Anthony Joshua could have knocked Jake Paul out anytime he wanted to. He didn't want to.
So why didn't he?
Because, well, when you're on a platform like Netflix that turns one-part episodes into a 6-part series, why would you think that part of their entertainment model is to have a 30-second fight? Why? You watch a Netflix series, you can watch it and you can go, well, I'm going to get the gist of it. Why have you got to turn it into 10 episodes? Because I'm dying with boredom after episode.
Are you telling me that Netflix probably emphasized, listen, guys?
His comments reflected what many fans believe, that when huge money and streaming platforms get involved, entertainment often becomes more important than real competition. Chael Sonnen did not hold back at all when reacting to the fight. He clearly stated this was not boxing, period. From Sonnen's point of view, the fight had all the visuals of a real boxing match: the ring, gloves, rounds, and referee, but none of the danger or urgency that defines true boxing. He explained that real championship boxing is about constant risk, pressure, and the threat of a fight-ending mistake at any moment. Sonnen felt none of that was present here. He said the pace felt controlled, the fighters seemed restrained, and the overall fight looked more like a staged exhibition than a real contest.
Had a very healthy fear for his life while he was in there. He was running away. He was trying to get distance. Then he was trying to step in to win this contest. And then he's trying to get out of the way so that he doesn't get hurt again. He was fighting. He's got to go forward. So now he's clinched him. Now he's dropping down to his knees. He's going below the waist. He's getting to double leg position. Jake was fighting for his survival. You could see that this animal who's been caged and is just trying to make it through. It was incredible. And any boxer that wants to say, well, that wasn't high level boxing, go ahead. I won't argue with you. But any human that says...
While he avoided directly accusing anyone of fixing the fight, his message was clear. When fighters who could end a fight at any time choose not to, it stops being sport and becomes entertainment. He ended by saying it wasn't boxing, it was something else. After the fight ended, Anthony Joshua spoke honestly about his performance. Even though he won by a 6th-round knockout, he admitted it was not his best showing. Joshua said he struggled early to land clean shots and couldn't trap Jake Paul as quickly as many expected, considering the skill gap between them. He called it a win, but not a success by his own standards. Joshua stressed that he still has work to do if he wants to return to championship-level boxing. It was a humble and self-critical response, especially after knocking out one of the most talked-about fighters in the world. Despite being knocked out, Jake Paul...
in awe of the fact that you do what you do.
I mean, it's not that hard to get your ass beat. I won 2 rounds and then I got dropped. But it was a great experience. Like, I learned a lot in there. But I had him wobbled at one point.
He hit you in the face, and not only did you not get knocked out, you dropped and said, wow.
Wow, that was nice. I was on the ground. I was like, that was a good shot.
Did he surprise you with his power?
He surprised my jaw. It's literally snapped. It's like a baseball in there. But yeah, I mean, I told everyone, though, that I would do better than Francis and that Francis kind of got no chin.
So quickly proved his marketing skills once again. Right after the fight, he shifted attention away from the loss and focused on his next big move. Paul boldly called out former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, one of the most dangerous punchers in combat sports history. In a clearly planned post-fight interview, Paul said he is ready to test himself against the toughest fighters out there. This signaled a smart shift from influencer boxing toward MMA crossover fights, where the biggest money is. The call-out was strategic, using the attention from the Joshua fight to stay in headlines. Fans reacted with excitement and doubt, questioning whether Paul could survive Ngannou's power and experience. From a business point of view, however, the fight makes sense. It keeps Paul relevant, sells pay-per-views, and continues his pattern of high-risk matchups that blur the line between real sport and spectacle.